My name is Audra Brewer, and this is my reflection and vision speech. For this speech, I have five key points. My first one being growth, second one, real-world experiences, my third one, steps for my future, and my fourth one, my final goal, and lastly, obstacles that may get in the way of me achieving my goal. So, starting out with my first key point, growth. I've been enrolled in this 3-week class, and I can already tell you that I've learned so much from it. So, some things that have helped me within this class are my writing skills for speeches, working on presentations for speeches, as you can see, and overall presenting speeches. So those are some things that this class has taught me. So from comparison, when I started this class, I was extremely nervous because I'm not a fan of giving speeches. Now that we're at the end of this class, I can say that I feel more confident in presenting and writing up speeches. And my overall feelings for this class are that I would recommend it to anyone just wanting to get through a 3-week class. The teacher was great. She has helped me through communication and in our inbox. Moving on to key point number 2, some real life examples. I'm someone who is very active in my school and church. So I'm a part of NHS and STUCO. Those are 2 things that I've had to give speeches for. Usually when I go up to the podium, there is a piece of paper laying there with my entire speech on it. Most of the time, I'll just read my entire speech, not look up into the audience or do any hand motions. This class has changed that for me. So it's also helped me with my memory, instead of just looking down and reading the paper, as well as for my youth group and overall church. So those are some speeches that I've done. Moving on to key point number 3, some jobs that I've looked into is becoming a botanist, a child's therapist, or an early educator. My best bet is being an early educator, and some experience that I have with that is in my NHS project, I've chosen to tutor the elementary students at Empire Public Schools. And some college that I've looked into to help me with that goal and career path are UCO, USAO, and Cameron. I feel like those would be my best options because they're closer to home and I have toured those colleges, so I feel like their teachers are somewhat good and their facilities are nice. Moving on to my next point, which is my final goal. As I've already said, I want to become an early educator. And some things that I can look forward to in this career path are getting up early Monday through Friday, helping kids learn whatever they need to learn, and then stay after school to grade papers and get ready for tomorrow's class. And the places and pay that I've looked into is some schools in Texas and Central Public Schools. The pay for where I'm looking into is roughly around $34K to $71K per year. So moving on to my next key point is obstacles. So with this major, I'm not 100% sure if I want to go and be an early educator. As I've already said, I've looked into other career paths. But if I do get into college and decide to change this major, I can start working towards going into a different one and overcoming that obstacle. So now that we've been through all 5 of our key points, let's review them. So I started by talking about growth I've made in this class. Second, I've given y'all some examples of things and speeches that I've done. Number 3 is that steps for my future that I've shared with y'all, my final goal, and all the obstacles that I may have or try to overcome. So this concludes my reflection and visual speech. Thank you.